Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Burger,
Sometimes I wish I could fish. I never was very good.
and I am here with episode 30 of modded Skyrim Winter Requiem, except that's not what the title says. The title is saying something along the lines of Interesting NPCs, The Way of the Nine. Because what I'm doing here is within my normal Skyrim series, which I call Winter Requiem, to basically describe the two main mods I have, which are Winter Overhaul, which makes the whole place wintry, even in locations such as this, and Requiem, which redoes nearly every aspect of the game to make it much more hardcore and realistic, changing every NPC with every fighting style and so forth. Now, what I'm doing here, and if you want to see a video where I explain the mods I have installed, check out this video here. Now, what I'm doing here is I roleplay, and I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the Way of the Nine mod from Interesting NPCs. So, to start this quest, you go here to Peak's Shade Tower, which is around this area, near Falkreath. Just east of it. But you can't go there at night, like I am. You have to go there during the day. So I'm going to sleep, and when I wake up, I will be roleplaying. Good morning, everyone. I see you're sweeping today. Very good. Very good. Would anybody care to elaborate on the strange woman that has walked into our camp? No? Alright, I guess I'll go talk to her.
The road is long, and it is wise to rest on occasion. There must also be time to meditate, as the two are not the same.
Yeah, you can meditate. I'm gonna rest.
You have something to say? Well, save your breath. The way I see it, you don't have much more of them left.
You should be careful who you threaten.
It wasn't a threat, fool, but it can be. You seem tired is all. Out of breath.
Well, I am carrying 161 pounds of equipment in a blizzard on a mountain. What's your name?
A son of Cloud Ruler Temple named me the Desert Fang. The Thalmor know me as Death's Courier. To you, I am simply Savashni, the Khajiit who spared your life.
So you were threatening me. Where do you hail from, brash one?
Cyrodiil, fool, from the steps of
I like you.
Temple, from whence I came before that. No one knows. A blade who had left the service found me as he descended the steps. To him it was a sign from the Divines. In truth, it was just a cowardly mother, waiting for the opportune time and a man with forlorn eyes. Having left the order, his eyes were indeed tainted with sorrow, and for that he pitied this kitten when he should have abandoned it. Yet it was his newly discovered faith in the workings of the gods that inspired him to develop the skills for which I'm the caretaker.
So you could have been easily dead if not for the series of coincidences.
The world is full of such tales of fate and coincidence. That's what we burn into our memories.
Yep.
And all the other instances. Every day we live without incident. Those moments are never ascribed to the laziness of the gods. Just forgotten.
That all makes sense. I think we'll get along just fine. Tell me about your armor and sword, eh? Quite an interesting outfit you've got there.
Akaviri, forged in a dragonland, did a sword and armor of blades, sworn to the service of the true emperor. But know this, my sword serves no one. You could be Tiber Septim reborn, and I'll still send you back to the Divines with your head in your arms.
Once again threatening to kill me. Rather young for a blade.
Because I have no blade. The swords and armor I wear belong to a dead man. A man I killed. It's not an uncommon thing. These days you'll find more dead plates strewn across Tamriel than grains of sand. Cloudwiller Temple is now home to maggots and flies, sprout from the pores of their Thalmor cousins. No longer is it home to foolish mortals who spend far too many days with their heads in the clouds, while death awaits at their feet.
Yeah, it sounds about right. You may not be a blade, but I doubt you're just some scavenger.
True. The one I killed to gain this armor was indeed a blade, a master of the dual sword technique, and my mentor.
I figured as such.
He was a man of 40 years, and I no older than a dozen, when I first bested him in single combat. Yet he was still my better, and our bodies would never be at an age where I could prove otherwise. At 16, my mentor had exhausted his use to me in terms of body. I would have granted him death right then, if not for the secrets his mind guarded.
What secrets?
The Way of the Nine. Stances and techniques derived from the teachings of the Divines. That was his legacy, and his gift to me, his only pupil. But only when I was ready. A phrase thrown around by masters of all disciplines who wish to teach their pupils the value of patience.
Oh,
what
boy.
I wasn't ready for, and never would be, was religious nonsense with which he dressed the art of the kill.
Ugh.
Now as I enter my prime, I search for the lesson that escaped into the void when we last crossed our blades.
Huh. So you killed the one person who could teach you. Smart.
Fool, your words display the emptiness of your mind. It was my mentor himself who stated the stance of Arche was one passed on through death.
What?
Yet it's possible, as Arche governs life and death, that it was a test of one's scruples, and in killing him, the technique is lost to eternity. Yet if I hadn't struck the killing blow, then I myself would be lost to the void. And that's a trade only imbeciles like you would find worthy.
So he died trying to teach you. Cool. Tell me about the Way of the Nine.
You will understand little of what I speak, and much of it is of no practical use, but facile metaphors tossed around by dying man. But I will enjoy watching your brow twitch in confusion as I
Moving to the springs
pass
of
his
this
words on to you. Take, for instance, Debella, the god of beauty.
What's so special about this sword technique?
Fool, the stance of Arche is the very heart of the duel.
Yep.
This duality applies to both life and battle. When a mortal kills a foe, in that instant, Arche grants death to one and life to the other. Or so the priestly ones will tell you. Yet the true duality lies not in the dirt and stars, but in how the blade serves as both sword and shield. Twin moons, one sky. Each blade shifts from offense to defense, a mirror reflection of the other, and the opponent knows not where to strike. Yet as it is not a single stance, but a motion that adapts to its opponent, it has proved as impenetrable in theory as it is in practice.
Yes, I'm interested in how you killed your master.
It snowed that night when it should have rained. My mentor looked at the sky and said Kynareth was all out of tears.
I've been pronouncing that wrong,
I
apparently.
said, Kynareth does not cry for fools. We drew our swords and dashed through the trees, our feet rapping against the snow. The night before, I had chosen my stance. While most would use the flurry of Akatosh, the technique is too violent. I could kill my mentor and lose sight of the very thing I sought to learn. And in the spiritual sense, the father does not come before the son.
What stance did you use?
It was the defense of Zenithar that shielded me from his attack. If I saw both his blades as swords and not shields, I could parry, if not kill. Our blades clashed, but made no sound, muffled by the snowstorm. His swords came at me from all directions, but I kept my eyes on his feet. Or more precisely, the tracks he left in the snow. There was a pattern there, if only I had more time.
So you switched stances.
To Akatosh, I went for the flurry and the kill. Yet when I saw his blade rise to the block, I hesitated, only to see that very blade run me through. It was then that he revealed the true essence of the technique. I assumed he moved to protect his life, when his stroke came for my death. But the blade missed my heart by the width of a cat's hair. I made no such mistake with his neck.
And so you killed him.
Just like that, it was over. I dropped to my knees and reached for my potion as his body drowned in a cascade of snow. I tossed the half-empty bottle beside his severed head and said he could have the rest. When he didn't respond, I couldn't help but laugh. All of it, the tracks, the blood, and his legacy, washed away in a tide of white.
I should get some boots like those. I bet they're comfortable and durable.
Be gone, then.
You're a nasty person. But I understand you. Alright, let's go. There's something I feel like investigating.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Any rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this.
Any other rumors floating about? One that I don't have 3 notes for.
Here, take a look at this.
Thanks.
Come back and see us again.
There is a crypt near the Dural Mountains, long believed to be a burial site for the Blades, as there have been reports of ghosts and hauntings. Travelers are advised to stay away from the location until further information is culled. Well, maybe this is the location where I can't remember her name. What's her face's master was murdered by her. Yeah. Words. I've got them. Alright, Indunil, you think this is the place? Fancy
You
door.
picked the wrong elf to mess with.
Alright, let's see what we've got around here.
You picked the wrong elf to mess with.
Neat.
They won't buy them.
Come taste
Neat.
steel.
Those blades are sacred.
Sacred.
Come taste my steel.
Your beard. Roll, on the other hand, may point me to what I need.
Curse you, grave robber. Arcade take your soul.
Okay. Blasted RK. 99 fools, life and death, delivered by my blades, and not once has the stance of RK shown itself. You hear me? You cannot hide from me forever, my mentor. Ah, so the fool comes to dance once more, but it seems I've slain all your partners.
Your mother was a skeever, and your father smelled
What is this place?
strawberries.
A sanctuary for the ghosts of the Akavir. My mentor once spoke of it in passing. Now all those ghosts have passed. It seems one of these ghosts was a greedy one. He had 2 legendary blades, away where the others would be blind to his duplicity.
Snowberries.
And why are you here?
Why else, imbecile? To hunt my old mentor. Yet he continues to elude me, as does his stance.
Not even death can stop one so determined. I applaud you.
Flattery will not work on me,
Your
human.
mother was a
This
skeever,
cat
and your
never
father
retracts her
smelled
claws.
snowberries.
It wasn't flattery. Tell me about these swords you seek.
One is as light as a feather, and as fast as the arrow with fletches. Its edge doesn't appear to be as fine, but that's deliberate. A light blade with an edge is brittle, and this sword is as sturdy as it is swift. The other is as sharp and as piercing as a confession. Heavy for an Akaviri sword, blade meant to ward off blows, and struck with force. Both are life and death incarnate. One knows not which role they play. These are the perfect weapons to slay my mentor once more.
I feel like I already asked this, but what is this place?
It seems one of these ghosts was a greedy
Do you
one.
mind if I speak to the priest?
Not at all. Speak with your equal. Pat round balls of yarn. I have 2 swords to fetch.
I really like you.
Hey, stay quiet and follow me.
Yeah, okay. I find nothing suspicious about that.
You move like a troll. Big. You picked the wrong elf to mess with.
Chill, Enduniel. Gods. Ooh, free money.
You picked the wrong elf to mess with.
You really need to chillax. Ooh. Valuable jewelry.
Come taste my steel.
Maybe I shouldn't be grave robbing right in front of this guy, although he doesn't seem to be objecting much.
Your mother was a skeever, and your father smelled of snowberries.
Okay.
Your mother was a skeever, and your father smelled of snowberries.
You have arrived at last. Do not be alarmed. This pilgrim gave his body in service to the gods, as was his desire.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't alarmed, but I was curious as to why he just died randomly. What do you mean he gave his body?
In their final days, many pilgrims come to sacred crypts such as this one, in hopes of redeeming themselves from a life of sin. They offer their bodies to the ghosts that haunt these halls, so together they may find absolution.
You said I arrived last. Were you expecting me?
I have. Ever since my death, I have been waiting for you to come, waiting for a sign. Then today you enter on the heels of my pupil. This is no coincidence. Truly the gods are great.
Your mother was a skeever, and your father smelled of snowberries.
The gods had nothing to do with it. I came here on my own.
That is where you are mistaken, young disciple. The gods have a hand in all things, for all things were made by the hands of the
Your
gods.
mother was a skeever, and your father smelled
You
of
remind me of
snowberries.
her. She did not heed the teachings of the divines, and now she pays the price.
You move
Forgive
like a
me,
troll,
where are my
big,
manners?
slow, and stupid.
My name is Garrett. I am Savashni's former master, and steward of the Way of the Nine.
Okay. What do you ask of me?
To end the life of my disciple, and to demonstrate to her the power of the
Oh,
divines.
is that the best
Huh.
you've got?
You don't have to tell me
To
twice.
accomplish that, you must endure what she would not. Only through the pilgrimage of the divines can you prove your worth.
That makes sense.
When you have walked the supplicant's road, then you will be ready to inherit the stars of
Your father
Arcade.
smelled of snowberries.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Well said, young disciple.
To die first.
Now, on to the matter of the pilgrimage itself.
Savashni said the stands of Arcane must be passed on through single combat.
Oh,
Yes,
is that the best you've
life
got?
and death, the duality of nature, all is expressed in a fateful battle between master and pupil. This is a road you too must
Move
walk,
like a troll.
but you do not have to walk it
Slow,
alone.
stupid.
There is a way to hasten the process. It involves receiving the blessing of 8 warriors who embody the spirit of the remaining 8
Come
divines.
now, let's see how well you dance. I'll
Together
sing
you
the
will
song
be
of
able
death.
to see the rivers of life and death flow through your stars, but only as long as the 9 of us are bound to your will. Such is the consequence of shortcuts, but we do not have the time for the long road.
How do I walk the supplicant's road?
Oh, is that the best
First,
you've got?
you must find a brute of Talos, a warrior whose very breath is a declaration of war. Second, the embrace of Mara. Only one who fights for love will burn the embers. Third, the mercy of Stendar.
Should I be writing this down?
Claim the warrior whose very weapon is forbearance.
Come now, let's see how well you
Fourth,
dance.
a
I'll
tear
sing
of
the song
Kinreth.
of death.
Seeks the one who walks amongst the beasts and gives life to the soil. Fifth, a mind of Julianos. Only one whose intellect is sharp as my blade will pass this
Come
test.
on now, who wants to die first?
Sixth, a mark of Debella. Find one whose beauty is profound enough to melt a heart of steel. Seventh, a scale of Zenithar. Seek the aid of one who fights for coin and tip the scales toward your victory. Lastly,
You move like a
the
troll,
judge of
big,
Akatosh.
slow, and stupid.
Only a warrior who claims lordship over the realm of time will light the path.
Okay.
When you have been blessed by 8 who are worthy, and the 8 flames are lit, then I will stand as the 9th. Now go, my young disciple, and keep the gods in your
Come
heart.
now, let's see how well you dance. I'll
Yeah,
sing you
okay,
the
that makes
song of
sense.
Death.
Okay. I am taking...
Come now, let's see how well
Everything.
you dance. I'll sing you the song of death.
And then I think I actually have some ideas on where to find some of these people. I can think of a few examples of people I've already met in my journeys. Yeah. And that's what I will do.
Come and get me.
You need to
Oops,
chill.
I forgot. You move like a horker.
Yeah. That's going to be for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Role-playing ends now. So that was interesting. I'm going to steal every object that is not glued down from this room.
Your mother was a skeever, and your father
All
smelled
of them.
snowberries.
Everything. Everything. Except for all that blades armor that's in every single ghost. I don't think I should be taking that. That's going to be for today, everyone. Bye. Oh, wait. One more thing. So I will be continuing with this quest line next episode and the one after that until I have completed this entire quest
Come
line.
on now, who wants to die
And I will be
first?
role-playing through the whole thing.
Come taste my steel.
That's it for today, everyone. Bye.